Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Thai Squad, new followers and friends. It is Monday. Like I said on my Facebook page, y'all, I'm up. I'm a little up, but I'm a little groggy as well. I'm a little awake. I'm awake, but I'm a little groggy because I was binge watching. Um, I was binge watching Ruthless. Hey, everybody, hi. I was binge watching Ruthless, and honey, look, I'll talk about that maybe I'll talk about that on Tyesse After Dark. Hello, everyone. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you're at. What I need everyone to do, this is what I need you to do. Everyone that's here, we need 15 people. That's 1-5. We need 15 Thai Squad members. Okay? 15 Thai Squad members to share this video right now, like right now. We don't need 100. We need 15 people, 1-5, to share this video. We are trying to get our follows up, our reach up. We're trying to get everything up, 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 up. And Pyro Media has got us where we need to be digitally. And we need you guys to help us reach our goal of numbers and follows. So, can I get 15 Thai Squad members that are not hiding? A lot of the girls are hiding. Okay, we got one. That's Annie Holmes just shared. We need 15 people, 1-5. Like y'all girls, you're out of the, yeah, okay, we get it. You're hiding, we get it. But if you're free with yourself, we got 3 people. Dejanay, thank you, thank you. Listen, Pyro Media can only do so much. The host can only do so much. So listen, y'all have to help us out. Help me out. I may say the numbers are really great and we're growing, but we want to grow even more. Okay. So we need 15 people, every time we come on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to share this video. Okay. We need at least 15 shares. If we don't get to 15, we'll do 12, 13, like, share, follow the content. Okay. I want to take a little moment out to, get that out of the way. Okay. We have breaking news. We have breaking. Okay, honey, we have breaking news from listen, our Governor Newsom, she's not playing around. Mother's not playing. So listen, overall, Mother Newsom, Governor Newsom, yeah, it takes, a recall will shake you up. Okay, so he's got an expansion to the Golden State stimulus going on, meaning a lot of people were telling me, Tyesse, I don't qualify because, the cap was, a certain amount. So now a lot of people are going to qualify, a lot of middle class and higher earning wage workers will be able to qualify for the Golden State stimulus. And now he's talking about rental assistance and utility assistance. We're speaking about the Golden State, California, y'all. So Governor Newsom, honey, mama is not going out. He is giving you Jennifer Holiday and Dreamgirls. So yeah, so listen, the Golden State stimulus has expanded. That's $600 to $1,200 depending on the situation. You need to file a 2020. I haven't filed yet, y'all. You need to file a 2020 tax return to qualify. Most people, some people don't need to do anything. Okay, and the utility and rental assistance is on the way. What you can do, you guys go to california.gov and get all the information you need and what you need to do. Now, on the flip side of that, y'all, in the Congress, these girls are running around here talking about, people don't want to go to work because of this $300 extra that they're getting from unemployment. See, that's how people that never had to struggle think. People are not going back to work the way they should be going back to work is because of this pandemic and the uncertainty of what's going on in certain states like Florida, where it's just a petri dish, but it's, open season. You can just go out and do what you want to do. But people are not at home sitting around saying, girl, ooh, this $300 and I'll just get this for the rest of my life. Most people will want to go back to work. But the question is always, is it safe to go back to work? Is it safe to go back to work? So, it's the same Republican senators. It's the same welfare queen dog whistles that Reagan did in 82 and 83. So listen, we're used to it. We have some great people, AOC and Elizabeth Warren and a lot of others, Bernie Sanders, that are, they're in there to win it. And they're going to fight. They're going to fight. So we'll see what happens, y'all, with this $300 and also people going back to work. So let's get onto the docket. And our number one story is return to work. There are a lot of jobs that are opening, like I said, but people are, hesitant to go back to work. It's not about that $300. It's really about safety and can I safely return to work? I don't want to, because some of these states are not like California, where our numbers are almost to zero. Like some of these other states, it's like the pandemic never ended. So, or the pandemic is not on the decline, rather. So you have Arizona where, there was a business owner saying that he'll pay your college tuition. You got some businesses that are begging people like they don't have nobody. So listen, if you can go back to work safely, do whatever it takes to, get your financial well-being where it needs to be. But if you want to, see what the end going to be and see what's going on and you want to take a beat, that's fine too. Just do what's best for you and your family and your financial situation. Now, listen, over the weekend, y'all, there were 9. Ben Child says, returning to work can open, go back. Returning to work can open new doors of opportunity. Yeah, Ben. And then Danny Marie says something. First of all, what is $300 a week going to do? That's what people are reading. People are letting these people out, Danny Marie, online. Like, girl, $300 a week. Some people have $4,000 or $5,000 a month in bills and expenses, mortgage, rent, and y'all talk about $300 damn. What can $300 do? What bill can $300 pay? Possibly probably your electric and maybe a little piece of your gas. Hey, Anthony and Sherry. Hey, everybody. Good morning and good afternoon, depending on where you're at. It blows me away, y'all. It really blows me away, the gall of these Republicans. They only want to be fiscally conservative when it comes to working class and poor folks. But when it's time to spend on, weapons of mass destruction and all kinds of other bullshit, then, is anything goes. Maybe your light bill and a gas bill. I can't think of anything. What can $300 do for, the average person? And to be honest with you, let me talk from a California standpoint. DWP, the average light bill will run you around $150 to $200, depending on, your light usage. Then you may have a gas bill for $20 to $30 to $40. Some of y'all are a little heavy-handed on your gas. But, it's not going to pay much, $300. It's not. Whew, Jesus. Okay. Anyways, we had 9 shootings over the weekend, y'all. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 shootings over the weekend. And the most prominent one was right in the middle of Times Square, where a 4-year-old child was hit with a stray bullet. Just jarring photos of the, medical workers taking the child to the ambulance. Raymond Torres says $300 pays 1 or 2 bills in Philly. Maybe. You know what I'm saying, Raymond? Hey, Tim Hall. So, and I was watching MSNBC, y'all. I was watching MSNBC and CNN over the weekend, and I promise you, y'all, it was maybe, they only covered the shooting in New York City. There was a shooting at a birthday party in Colorado. It was just shootings everywhere, y'all. And the news just, they don't even cover it anymore. They really don't. I think it has to be a mass casualty for CNN to even break through the news now, because it's so occurring now. It's like, or reoccurring. So, CNN, unless it's about maybe 10 to 15 people, I don't even think it gets a breaking news. I really don't. Listen, over the weekend was the great Escape versus SWV. We had a great time. When SWV first came out, Coco was a little all. Well, all of the girls on SWV side was a little, I don't know, a little stiff. Let's just say stiff. And then after the second half, they woke up and got a little, a little more open. But Coco took to her, Coco from SWV took to her Facebook page and Instagram and explained what was going on with her. She said she saw a woman shot outside of her hotel room. She had panic attacks, and she was just like, it was a lot going on. And now we understand what was exactly happening. Because I thought it was just like, I thought it was like diva-ness when she first came, like, diva. I thought it was very, like, okay, why is she so? But there was a lot going on behind the scenes that we were not privy to. So shout out to Coco for being able to push through that. I understand what that's like. Panic attacks are real, and anxiety is real, and especially amongst Black people because we deal with so much trauma. Hey, Clifford. But Coco was able to push through that, y'all, and give us some of the best vocals we've heard. Shout out to Lily and Taj. Now on the Escape side, the Escape ladies, they just came, they was ready. And shout out to Candy and Tiny. And a lot of people was telling me like, Tyesse, I did not know Tiny could sing. Yes, Tiny can sing. Now listen, Letitia and what's the other sister, Lasagna, Ravioli, whatever her name is. I'm not gonna do her like that. Tamika, they do the heavy lifting on the vocals. Now, of course, Candy wanted to come out and, be Angela Winbush with that note. Okay, Candy. But it was overall a great verses. The numbers were like 500,000. So it was, it was a great night for R&B. And the winner is R&B. That was the winner. So there was no clear winner. I wouldn't say she's an awful singer. I wouldn't say she's an awful singer. I would just say she has a voice, that's an acquired taste, like cilantro or ginger, Yeah, it's an acquired taste. That's what I would say. And, DJ, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice, DJ. We like Candy. Nice gowns, beautiful dresses, nice gowns. But cilantro, ginger, curry, stuff. Oh. Tamika and Latasha, they can blow. They do the heavy lifting. Coco does the heavy lifting. Coco does the heavy lifting for SWV. Lily and Taj are really like ooh and ah girls. Y'all remember in Dream Girls, ooh and ah, like ooh ah. Okay. It's oohs and ahs. Listen, Diana Ross. Diana was not no singer like that. She wasn't. Mary Wilson was a better singer, and Florence was even better than Mary. But look, sometimes there's a heavy lifter, and sometimes they put the girl up front that's, all the star power. Her voice is an acquired taste, just like Keisha. Y'all not gonna worry me today. I just came on, y'all, to talk about the verses. Y'all not gonna lay me out this early in the day. Okay. Tim Hall, I wasn't ready for that. Okay. So shout out to SWV and Coco for an amazing verses. Who's next? What's next, you guys? Who's next on the roster? Who we gonna have next? Shaka Khan versus Stephanie Mills? I don't know, but we'll see what happens. But it was a great night. It was a really great night. The fashions were, very laid back and casual. A lot of people say, well, these are R&B groups of the 90s, so they ain't gonna come out with no evening gowns on, So it was just casual, laid back. Everybody looked nice. Hair, everybody looked great. Candy with the bleeding goat. Okay, here's the deal, y'all. Here's the deal. Candy is a great songwriter, and I'm not gonna say she's a bad singer. She just has. Look, okay, let me move on, y'all, because I'm not trying to do this to this girl. Candy watches this show. Hey, Candy. Like I said, her voice is like cilantro or ginger curry. Some people like curry. I can't stand the smell of curry. So listen, it's an acquired taste. Um, Listen, we got to move on. There is a young man that lost his life over the weekend. He is the twin brother of Chicago Bears running back Tariq Cohen. Tariq Cohen. He is the twin brother, and the twin brother was down in the twin brother was down in North Carolina, and he got into a little incident. There was an accident, and he ran and fled the scene and actually jumped on an electrical grid from down in Wake County, jumped on and was electrocuted. So listen, y'all, sometimes, honey, a little incident or accident, fender bender, if you've been drinking, honey, girl, they have a lot of help for people. But first time DUI, first time, Saints, it's not that serious. You've lost your life, from fleeing a scene, and it wasn't really that serious. All you had to do was wait and wait for the police, and and go from there. Okay, I forgot to do not disturb. But that's what live TV is about. Live streaming. But lost his life from running from the scene of a crime, you guys. And the Chicago Bears has released a statement to their player and the family. Is just sad, but we have a really strong bolo. We have a strong safety alert. I will post all of the information from our next story on my page today. If you are in Atlanta, Southeast in Atlanta, even the Southwest and Southeast Atlanta, we need you to be on the lookout and be careful if you are using the app Grindr. If you're using the app Grindr, there has been several robberies. And they say that some of these guys are waiting for the date to conclude. They're waiting for the date to conclude, and then they rob you after the date concludes, okay? So there either is one person or they believe up to 3 people that are doing this down there in Atlanta. And between February and May, there has been 8 robberies. So listen, I'm just saying, y'all, if you are on Grindr and they telling you to meet, because a lot of these guys are telling you to meet in places behind buildings and dark places. Just, girl, some of y'all, it's not that serious, mama. That meet is not that serious. Now, no one has been killed. No one has been murdered. But we're hearing that car keys, watches, Apple watches, and all kind of stuff is being taken, honey. It's just not that serious. Listen, girl, stick to Jack. Stick to Jack. Jack is very safe. We don't hear a lot of incidents on Jack. So Grindr, honey, they're cutting up over there on Grindr. And they've been cutting up on Grindr. There's been a lot of murders on Grindr. So if you are in Atlanta and using that app, you need to use it with caution. We need you to be on the lookout, honey, because ain't no meat worth your life. They're just robbing right now, but they always take it up a notch. There's always that one girl. I love you more, Darlene. There's always that one idiot that want to take it up a notch and shoot a girl, Listen, to the person that tried to come for Felicia Rashad, child, they are dragging you. They are still dragging you, honey. The white meat is showing, honey. I bet you won't say nothing else smart again. Do you know who Felicia Rashad is to the Black community? She's up there on that pantheon with Cicely Tyson and Maya Angelou. Some girl want to get smart and call Felicia Rashad a Cosby enabler, and baby, they drug mama for they're still dragging her. You won't call nobody else an enabler. Felicia Rashad, like many co-stars, you're not following people home. You don't know what people are doing. And here's the thing. Here's the problem. that people have when it comes to Black folks. If you've been with someone, been a co-star of someone, and you work with someone 20, 30 years, and they get in some trouble, and they get in no matter what the trouble is, it's okay if you want to, say I the person that they're portraying, I don't know that person, but I support my friend that I've worked with, my colleague. That doesn't mean you're co-signing what the person did. But you should be able to offer some type of spiritual and moral support for somebody, without being called an enabler. I'm praying for that person. I hope that everything, heals or whatever's broken that person. I mean, you shouldn't be called like you were in there with the person doing the crime. Maybe that's just me, y'all. Maybe I feel that way. I don't know. But I saw Jaleel White. I saw Jaleel White talk about this last night on his Uncensored, and listen, I'm gonna leave it alone because we're getting ready to get into some parts. Some girls don't know how to take this conversation; they take it the wrong way, and I'm not. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move on. But some people don't take this; they don't take it the right way. A lot of people listen, but they don't comprehend. So it's I don't have time. This is not Tyesse live on my personal time. This is Tyesse in a more professional setting, so I don't have time to argue with anybody. I have a clock I'm up against. But I will say this. So let me clarify something. And so we can get a little clarification on this. If you have a family member that has done something heinous, right? They've done something really heinous. It doesn't stop the love that you have for that person. It doesn't stop the familial ties that you have with that person. You don't agree. You're not co-signing with what they did, but the love and all of that, it still remains the same. And that's the same with people that you've come up with and worked with. I don't know that person. Thank you, Kwame. Kwame said take 5 more minutes. Okay, well, okay, let me address something then. Okay, thank you, Kwame. Thank you. Y'all give Kwame a hand. So let me go ahead, because I wasn't going to really go here, honey, because I don't have time to be arguing with people. But let me clarify something. And Jaleel White spoke on this last night. And he kind of like was walking on eggshells, but I totally understood what he said. Okay, when it comes to black men in Hollywood, a lot of times when you don't do what certain races of people want you to do sexually with them, they can become disgruntled. So do I believe Bill Cosby? Do I believe that Bill Cosby had a sexual issue or a sexual problem? Yeah, I do. Do I believe that all of those stories are accurate to the T? No, I do not. I don't. And that doesn't take away from my advocacy for people that have been victims of sexual trauma. I've been a victim of sexual violence my damn self. So don't take nothing away from that. But you can speak truth. That's the problem with a lot of these, 21st century advocates today. They deal only with binary constructs. There's no intersectionality. There's no conversation to expand on. Let's talk about Time's Up. What are the perimeters for Time's Up? What are the perimeters for the Me Too movement? So if you don't have a clear explanation or a clear definition of what some stuff is, you can go out on a date with somebody. And have an intimate evening. And you're petting, you're kissing, you're grinding, and you're like, baby, look, I gotta go, because you're not really feeling the person. You gotta go. And then 30 years later, someone can sit up and tell that they were actually raped, assaulted, and there was no penetration, there was nothing involved. That's what I'm talking about. Whew. Nobody is still dragging none of these white girls, our white counterparts. Robert Downey Jr. still out here making multi-million-dollar blockbusters. Whether it's drugs, whether it's sexual indiscretion. Black people we just get the drug through the mud. And a co-star can't even just say, you know what? I'm praying for this person. Why are you praying for him? You're an enabler. I'm praying for the person. I can't pray for him. Let me move on, y'all. We got a little trouble. I gotta move on, y'all. We'll do this a little later, y'all. We'll talk about this a little more on Tyesse overtime. We got a little problem with what's not shocking over there on the set of The Apprentice Saints, and that is Ivanka Trump. Vivica Fox said she was like taken aback, like, girl, are you serious? I'm gonna try to breathe, Darlene. I'm trying to breathe because see, I can't. This is it's different. I'm not on my, Okay, I know, y'all. I'm gonna try to. I just want to let loose. I can't do it here because this is more structured. This is Pyro Media. Okay, so Vivica Fox said Ivanka was chit-chatting with her, between takes, and Ivanka looked her dead in the face and said, oh, you speak so well. But you know what, y'all? Listen, it happens. I had that happen to me. I had people even tell me, because, they would probably just watch, some of my risque shows or some of my after dark material. And then they would see me in a capacity like this. And I've had people say, like back when I first started, oh, Tyesse, I didn't know you were so smart. Okay, evangelist, niece, apostle. But it happens. And sometimes it's not just white folks like Ivanka, it's your own people. People have told me that, like, girl, I didn't know you were so smart. Well, what did you think? You saw Tyesse After Dark, or, you saw our Thursday night show, and you just thought that was, okay. Just, don't judge people by what you see one time or once a week. But Vivica Fox, that I'm sure Vivica, and I knew it took everything in you. Vivica said, wow, but she said, let me get Ivanka's direct quote, what she said to Vivica Fox. You speak so well. Okay. Our final story of the day, y'all. Our final story of the day is something that I think is going to really blow up eventually, and that is Trey Songz. This man is on a road to destruction. I'm not gonna go as far as what my blogger brother Monte said on sipping the Monte or sipping the Monte. I'm not gonna go as far as saying all of that because I don't know about all that. Thank you, Evelyn Harrison. I don't know about all that. But Trey Songz, there was a hit and run. A woman got out of the car to address Trey Songz, and Trey Songz allegedly pulled off and hit the woman's hand. The woman is, she's upset. She couldn't believe that Trey Songz, first of all, it's Trey Songz, and then you're doing this. But Trey Songz has a problem with women. Men too, but he really has a problem with women. Now, sipping the Monte is, saying that he has heard that Trey Songz may be, one of the kids. I don't know about all that. I don't know who you heard that from. But I'm just saying, for me, I just think it's an anger problem. I ain't trying to make everybody gay. Okay, so Trey Songz is already dealing with a lawsuit from a bartender in Hollywood. He was just sued by a bartender that he slapped in Hollywood. So Trey Songz eventually needs someone is going to get you together. or you may hurt somebody, you may kill somebody, and your career is going to be over as you know it. So Trey Songz, baby, they say you watch this show. You better really think about some of the things you do, Trey. You're not Sam Cooke. You're not Barry White. You're a very lucky R&B vocalist. So, girl, some people say you sound like a wounded seal. So you're lucky and you're going gold and platinum with that voice. I think somebody said, well, Iyanla's off the air, so I don't know what he's going to do, Ben Childs. But listen, it's time for the word for the day, y'all. Yes, it is. It's time for the word for the day. I love Pyro Media and all of their graphics. Okay, listen, here's the deal. Yesterday was a very great day. It was a magnanimous day, or whatever you want to call it, but it was very sorrowful for so many people. Like me, my mother died when I was 19, so it was a melancholy day for some, jubilant for others. But that song where they're saying where it says weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. That scripture is really real, y'all. Because look, it's a new day. You went through all of that grief yesterday. If you lost your mother, you lost your grandmother. You went through that grief yesterday, and today is a whole new day. So weeping does endure, maybe for a day, a half a day, but joy comes the next day. And I heard Carolyn Showell preach this thing one time on YouTube, Carolyn Showell. And I'm gonna give you a little piece of it so people can, you don't have to misconstrue, because sometimes your mourning doesn't have to be in the morning. Your morning can come anytime God does what he needs to do for you. So you can have your morning at 12 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the evening. So a lot of people look for relief when the sun comes up, but baby, God can do it whenever he needs to do it. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, anytime. So it doesn't have to be physically when the sun rises. Your morning can be whenever God steps into the situation. Listen, I thank y'all for tuning in. I hope that word for the day gives you a little something. You got through it. Even those holidays that so many people dread when they're alone, Christmas, Thanksgiving, you dread, and then you look up and the day is gone. You're ready to roll for a whole new week, y'all. So listen, I love y'all. I thank y'all. Thank you, Kwame. Thank you, Kwame, for giving me this extra 5 minutes to give the Thai Squad their word for the day. Thank you, everybody over at Pyro Media. Listen, now our donations were a little down last week because it was Mother's Day. I get it. Our donations usually go down around Christmas and Thanksgiving. But we need y'all to continue to support the Thai support to keep us afloat. We don't have no prayer cloths. We don't have no olive oil. But please continue to support us. I know it was Mother's Day. You have to go buy Mama a diamond bracelet and some roses. I get it. But please continue to support the Thai support financially. I love y'all. And I will see you a little later on my personal capacity. And I will see you in this format on Wednesday, okay, for the midweek hump day report. I love you, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Love you.
What's up, Thai Squad? Thank you guys for watching today's episode of the Tyesse Report. This episode is brought to you by Pyro Media Network. Pyro Media Network is a Black-owned business focused on providing a safe space for creators and entrepreneurs. We have helped companies, businesses, and brands navigate the biggest communication shift in over 500 years, social media and the internet. If you or someone you know would like to have your brand or business go to the next level, please visit www.pyromedianetwork.com. Please don't forget to follow Tyesse on IG at _Tyesse_report and like on Facebook at facebook.com/the official Tyesse Report. And if you're enjoying the Tyesse Report, please consider watching Tyesse After Dark, airing every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Tyesse Report, Tyesse After Dark, and the Tyesse Jackson brand wouldn't be here without your support. To continue to show your support, please feel free to donate via Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, or PayPal. The information is below. All right, Ty Squad, see you on the next.